Today guys, we are out here testing the Kirkland signature golf balls. One is new, one is old. What is the difference? We have got a mid-handicap golfer out here to test them. Let's see what kind of flight he can put on this golf ball. He doesn't know whether he's got new or old. So Dave, a little bit left.
Yeah.
Pretty good strike.
Decent strike, mid-height.
And you've been playing with this golf ball for a while, Dave.
I have.
So obviously used to that. Is that a flight you're used to seeing?
Yeah.
A nice penetrating golf, well, a nice penetrating ball flight.
Yeah, it didn't feel any different to what I've been using lately, but then again, it could be what I've been using lately for a while.
Okay, right, I'm going to give you another ball here now, Dave. Now, Dave doesn't know the difference between these two golf balls. He doesn't know what the different markings are. He doesn't know, again, what difference there is. Is there any difference to this golf ball? I haven't talked through it with Dave. Let's let him hit the shot and let's see if he knows any difference. Again, markings on the golf ball, Dave, pretty much identical?
Look the same. I haven't looked at the alignment marks. I don't know if that's any different. All I can see is the logo that says Kirkland signature.
So let's see. Will he get the same penetrating ball flight with this golf ball? Well,
a little bit thin.
If you hit it thin,
oh,
it's on the green, Dave, so we haven't got an idea. We will be able to test the durability of that. Has that ball scuffed up?
Has it got a nice smiley mark on it?
With that kind of strike. But let's talk through the things on these golf balls, guys. We can see here that they are both a three-piece urethane cover. Again, both of them are saying that they will get a little bit of soft feel and superior greenside control. So very interesting there, getting the exact same. Again, mantle interacts with a soft cover to generate an optimized spin for irons and wedges, and a durable urethane cover. So you will have seen on my review that we said we'd have to test these with some missed strikes and over longer shots, and Dave's providing that already.
So after you've read all that, Chris, off both packets, what's the difference in what they're saying?
So far, all that I can see the difference is, and in my review, is we've got one in a silver box and one in a black box. Again, they have improved on the urethane cover, so they have made that a little bit more durable. Obviously, we'll have to put that to a test by hitting more golf balls, but urethane cover, we're still going to get the same kind of flight, we're still going to get the same kind of performance. And you saw in my video, there wasn't much in it with driver, but let's see what Dave can do. Dave's first ball was pin high, so he knows his distance. He has been using the Kirkland ball for a while. This is the new Kirkland, so we can see some difference, which I'll show you shortly, in these side markings. Again, from there, as Dave scuffed that up, and we can see straight away there, with a thin shot, there is a mark on there. So is it more durable? Not so sure. It's still scuffed up with a shot that was a little bit thin, but that could happen with any golf ball, I guess. So we can see the differences here on the golf ball. So on top is last year's model, so performance with 2 dots either side and the plus. Again, nice arrows on there. We can see it's slightly changed here, so more chevrons, and it says, again, as normal, it says performance plus on there. Has that improved? I wouldn't say one's better than the other. We're still going to get a little bit of feedback off that. So Dave's in here with last year's model. So again, will we see any differences in that performance? Will we see any more distance here from this for Dave? Hopefully he gets a couple of good strikes. That's a fantastic drive there from Dave. A nice towering draw. The perfect line. Let's give him another golf ball. Let's give him this year's, or the new model. Dave's lost his tee. He's heartbroken. There is a pink Castle tee.
Broken, Chris.
Broken. Dave's broke his tee.
Disaster.
Everybody have a minute silence on the channel.
I think I might have found it.
You might have found it. This is how desperate Dave is.
That was a bit of a dodgy run, wasn't it?
It was. We're going to put that in slow motion multiple times now. Every single time Dave loses a tee, that little sprint there will be on. So, solid strike there from Dave. So let's see the difference. Again, for me, there was no real difference in this on the simulator last week. We saw that we got the same kind of performance. The new one went ever so slightly further. That all depends down on strike. So again, you have to make sure that you're hitting it out of the middle. We know as an everyday golfer in Dave and myself, we're not always going to hit it in the middle. But those are two very similar shots. A nice towering draw there. That one's more up the middle stripe. The first ball was a bit more of the tiger line. Let's get down there. So we can see the latest Kirkland just in the rough here, and the previous one on the Tiger line, bang in the fairway in a great positions. But on the line from the tee, distance wise, nothing really in it. It's all about line there. So there
were similar shots, and I think they've gone a similar distance, Chris. It was just that the first one was a better line.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying I actually aimed for that Tiger line, but you know.
No, we know that for definite, Dave. But yes, like Dave said there, pretty similar swings, pretty similar strikes, same distance, no real difference. So let's get up onto the green and see how they react. So unfortunately the microphones did actually die when we got onto short game, but Dave firstly started with the previous year's model Kirkland, and as we can see from this shot, it wasn't potentially the best of strikes from Dave. Launch is a little bit low, you can see it has a little bit of a grab, and then obviously ran out slightly. So when we're thinking about this kind of golf ball, a three-piece urethane ball, we know that we are going to get some kind of spin control. We also might get that little bit lower launch, exactly what we would expect. Obviously when Dave got the next golf ball, they were still dew on the ground, so he gave it a dry, gave it a little bit of a clean to make sure he's going to get the best contact on this and see the best results. So obviously we're going into winter, that's going to be something that we can do. In the summer we know we can't do that, but we want to know how it's reacting. So Dave puts a better motion on this, and we can see that it gets a nice, obviously, launch on there. It does run out, and it's a much better shot. So when testing a golf ball, we need to make sure we test them around the green to see how they do react. But it is all down to, obviously, consistency of strike. But comment below, guys, have you enjoyed that, and would you buy?